Is it as troubling as maybe going down to your favorite fountain and then seeing that it's very dirty or someone's put something in it? There are a number of fountains around Albuquerque.
Sure, yeah, like that one at Uptown. Used to have a fountain. I think it's gone now, right?
Yeah, the one at is there a fountain at the UNM Duck Pond? Or is it just a pond?
If there is, it's in the middle of the pond. It's just one of those single streamers.
This is the Old Town fountain.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is somebody did this today.
Today?
This is today. Somebody put some suds in it.
Put suds.
I had a friend that worked at Disneyland, and here's what they used to do at Disneyland. Not anymore because we live in litigious times. But on your last day, you're supposed to pull a crazy prank. So this poor son of a bitch is on the Jungle Boat cruise. That's his gig.
Yeah.
So he takes a thing of Gain, a gallon of Gain detergent.
Oh,
and as
dude.
he's doing his dumb tour, he's pouring it off the side of the Jungle Boat cruise boat.
Yeah.
And so it looks exactly like, I've seen a picture. It looks exactly
foam everywhere.
Like that. Oh, joke's on you, dumbass. It cost him like $40,000 because they had to drain the Jungle Boat fake swamp.
They couldn't just pour some like vinegar in there or
yeah,
something
you think
to
there'd be some
neutralize
antidote. No, Disney had to do it the hard way.
Well, they wanted to fine him, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So it cost him all this money, but I'm talking about him. He's legendary, but similar.
Do you think they'd have to do kind of like the same thing? What do you think?
In Albuquerque, no, they'll just ride it out. They'll wait for a good rain.
You think that like the homeless
Let the wind
people,
blow the suds away?
Homeless people are like free baths. Awesome.
That's right, man. You get your
back
little
in the Roman times.
Raccoon laundry going.
When we went up to Conchas Dam, it is like the day after it had rained a shit ton in Albuquerque, and then also up that way, back east.
Water level was up.
Well, the guys at the gas station, have another thing I love about rural America is the gas
station folk.
Yeah. That now you have different demographics that in different gas stations.
Yeah.
Different people own different stations based on the rural area, when it's not a big chain and it's just a mom and pop shop. So there was an older gentleman. He might have been Native American and partly Hispanic, and I was buying my stuff as we're trying to drive out to Conchas Dam. And he says, "Oh, you're coming from Albuquerque," and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, you look like Albuquerque."
What?
Hey,
no, you son of a.
That. But he was like, "Oh, okay. Did you have a lot of rain there?" And I was like, "Yeah, I said there was a lot of rain." And he's like, "Yeah, Albuquerque would say that. Did it wash all the homeless people away?"
Hey, buddy, Jesus, jeez, man. What I love in a rural area, I love a convenience store. They can tell you shit. If you're like, I'm trying to get to the RV dump or whatever, they'll be like, "Oh, 2 blocks, take it right." They know where it is. In a city, they don't know shit.
No.
Go to any convenience store, and be like, "I'm trying to get to 20 Magnolia Lane." They're like, I don't know. And you're like at 19 Magnolia Lane. You're on the street at the convenience stores. They're like, "I don't know, man. I fucking work here. I don't know shit."
Yeah, so you definitely get different levels of service.
Yeah. I also have a theory in a small town that. In a city, if you're in a dingy, kind of a dangerous bar, inside the bar, much safer in a city. Because everyone's like, there's diversity, and then everyone's like, just kind of doing their own thing. Yeah. In a rural area, outside, and then outside the city bar, super dangerous.
Sure.
Just getting to your car, super dangerous, especially, maybe our city. But in a rural area, outside, totally safe.
Yeah.
Totally safe. Inside, super dangerous.
You could sit out in the parking lot and have a beer or two.
Yeah.
Right?
But inside, everyone's like insecure and clocking you like, from Albuquerque, watch away, you're homeless.
So that was like one of the funnier things that did happen that day. I was like, this guy, he knows Albuquerque.
Oh, man. Now, this statue, I assume, is politically correct, right? The laundry statue here.
Yeah, what is this
they
statue,
kept that
Alan?
one
Because
I think they got rid of the. Wasn't there one over there that people spray painted? They had to get rid of, and then they just took it off to someone like
it might have been
the mayor's living room or something.
There was a shooting by one, wasn't there?
That's everywhere.
Yeah, I think that was a different one actually. It was a different shooting at a different statue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ironically, that was at the Grande statue.
We won't talk about Gandhi's track record with young ladies, but
is that a thing?
Oh well,
the greats,
he
man,
used to like to
Gandhi.
lay naked next to young women and
to
test
him.
his chaste.
Yeah.
Gandhi,
And if he got a
sicko.
boner or pre-cum, then hey, he failed.
Gandhi, you
sicko. What a guy.
And I believed in your stupid walk.
Everybody's got a good side and a bad side.
That's right.
Jeffrey Jones gave us professor or principal. What was his name?
Ferris Bueller's principal. Yeah, Rooney.
Yeah, but
that guy's a weirdo too.
Yeah, he was also in Beetlejuice. And you know what's funny? In this sequel to Beetlejuice, guess whose funeral they're at?
He's not
around. It's his funeral. I've deduced this from the trailer because they're like, I'm so sad. Grandpa's gone.
Oh, and they're
so
like,
they killed him off.
They're like, how did he die? And they're like, well, he got busted for stuff.
And who else? Was it Alf, the actor that played Alf's dad, was a creepo too? He just died.
Alf's dad used to smoke crack in his underwear with other people.
No, I take it back. It wasn't that guy that just died. The kid that played the kid,
he
Benji,
passed away.
That poor guy died in a car in Phoenix.
Really? Oh, just because he was homeless and he lived in his
problems
car.
and he was in his car and he didn't know how to self-regulate.
I was trying to explain to my dad because we were watching Superman, which, by the way, when's the last time you saw the first Superman? Just the original.
I have them on DVD, the 4-pack, but it's
definitely
been a long
break
time.
them out again, man. They're also on Max, HBO Max.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and one thing I noticed is that I never noticed when I was a dumb kid is that Christopher Reeve is a very talented actor. And the majority of that movie, Superman 1, by Richard Donner, one of my favorite fucking directors, one of my the best things about it is the performances by Christopher Reeve and Gene Hackman.
Oh, Gene Hackman, always great.
Fucking amazing.
Lives in Santa Fe. And looks like Ichabod Crane, like crazy thin.
Really?
And goes to Burger King. He's Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Oscar winner goes to Burger King in Santa Fe. He's like, I'm just trying to get one of them breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
There's footage of him doing that. I love him. But he's just still tooling around. He's not, he's not doing great.
Well, he's in his 89th year, 90th year, something like that. It's tough to... but what I love about this movie is he's youngish. It was a few years after he played Popeye Doyle, so everybody's like, he's a fucking badass. This guy from the French Connection. It was at the peak of I guess you could say his career because they paid him a shit ton of money to be in Superman.
He's great in it.
And he was a big draw at the time. Christopher Reeve was kind of an unknown. So one of the great things that I noticed was the performance, and I was. Explained to my dad how cool it was that Gene Hackman and Christopher Reeve and their performances, how they worked together in a scene. And then they had the provocative scenes with Lois Lane.
What's provocative?
Well, she asked Superman if he can tell what color her underwear
I remember this.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I can't see because you're standing behind that planter and it's lead. And she's like, oh, and then she steps around. They start talking. And then he goes, they're pink. And she's like, what? And he's like, your underwear, they're pink. And she's like, oh. And she's like, do you like pink? And he's like, I like pink, Lois.
What?
I swear to Christ.
Plus, Superman, I love. And you did a great reenactment of it. He was on the spectrum, wasn't he? The way he talked to people, they're like, what do you think? Superman's like, yes, pecan praline. You're like, what? Superman?
Wait, so is that why Family Guy did the thing where Superman looks, she turns around, walks away, and he looks in her and he's like, there's a baby. So she comes back and he's out the window. There's a baby in his stomach.
Probably so. Family Guy.